Hey everyone, Dan here from Vivid Racing, and today we are going to install a new agency power steering wheel on my Porsche Panamera Turbo. So let's go ahead and see what we got. The new steering wheel features better, more ergonomical grips, semi-flat bottom, custom inlay, custom stitching, and a nice 12 o'clock stripe. So the first thing we got to do is let's see what's in the box. All right, so you can see here, 12 o'clock blue stripe. It's got nice blue stitching and a matching burl wood inlay to the interior. More ergonomic, fatter grips, perforated black leather. So we're going to pull off the stock one and transfer everything over, and we'll gain about 42 horsepower. So let's see how this process goes. Today we're going to do this project at home. That's right, we're going to skip the cool 15,000 square foot facility with lifts and all the tools. We're going to make this a Sunday project. So here is the patient. There's another little toy over there, and so the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery, and then we'll go inside and start pulling off the steering wheel. The battery is located here in the trunk of the Panamera, and actually have to lift off this giant foam thing of tools and other fun stuff. There's the battery, so we'll go ahead and get that negative terminal. Yep, I do have tools here at home. You don't have a socket wrench at home, you're not balling. There we go. So now hopefully no airbags will explode in our face, and we can dive into pulling off the steering wheel. One of the hardest parts here is you got to get the retaining clip of the airbag out. So there's this little hole here. If you take a flathead screwdriver, you'll find what feels like a flat or kind of like a spring, and you want to push that really hard. And when you push that hard, the airbag will then pop out. Once you do that, you can then pull out that airbag gently and finish doing the remainder of the unclipping. As you can see, the airbag is pretty big. We need to get these yellow plugs off. Once we do that, we can then get in here and actually get the full steering wheel out. So that's what we're going to try and do next. That spring clip that we're pushing up from the hole, as you can see, it got these hooks out, and that's what the airbag was connected to. So now we'll go ahead and unplug the airbag and move to the next step. To get the steering wheel out, you need a Torx T55 bit. You can get a set of these at Home Depot or Lowe's for 12 bucks. So this gets the nut out that's there in the inside and allows us to pull the entire steering wheel off. Once that's done, we can then take off the outside trim and paddles and swap them over to the new wheel. So we're going to give it a couple turns and get to that next step here. You get the idea. Had to show some action here as it comes off. Never like a video of just telling but not showing. So there's the bolt that holds the wheel on. So now the wheel should come right off. Here's a good side-by-side. You can see the semi-flat bottom compared to the full round. We don't cut or alter the metal ring, so there's no structural integrity issues. You can see the hand grips, much beefier, nice perforated leather, let the hands breathe. The custom inlay. So now we got to get all of that over to here. Requires some special techniques. with using fishing line. We actually have a full write-up on Agency Power's website on how to get this piece off. It's the most difficult part. There's a couple white tabs, no screws or anything, but it does come off, and using some really strong line will help slide underneath there and lift it up. So we'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, we're going to use this stealth braid. Basically is we're going to hook it under each side and just kind of move through, wiggle these white clips in here out. We have a full write-up on our website on agency-power.com on how to do this. So this is the only thing I have here. We usually recommend using a Kevlar cord that's a bit stronger, but this should hold up. So we'll give her a couple tries and show you here in a second. All right, we got the center section out, which is a little bit of prying, a little bit of that Kevlar line to lift it out. The big issues are the clips that sit in all these little holes. So you have 3 on this side and 4 down here, and this is a soft rubber, and these clips basically kind of pop in there, so they're hard to really get out. If you do break something, you can always glue back together. The one thing you want to try and not do is to damage the screens here that show the Sport Launch, Sport Plus mode, and the one down here. Once they are out, it's easy to now pop it into the new wheel. And you can see over here we've switched everything over. So we've got the springs, the clip for the airbag, the paddle shifters, both of them there. And now we're going to pop in the center section. So let's get that pressed in place, and then we're on to the next step. Alright, got everything pressed in there nice. Goes in a hell of a lot easier than it comes out. Each one of those tabs just presses right in to the hole and sinks in there. So it's now all flush. So now all we need to do now is put it in the car, make sure everything's straight, and then we'll plug the airbag in. Now hopefully when you took the steering wheel off, you made sure to leave the wheel straight. You have your top dead center line right there. If you have a way to clear the airbag light, you can always just give it a little test drive, make sure the wheel's straight. Really all I have to do is press it back onto the spline and then put the clip in for your controls, and then we'll pop the airbag in. It should be complete. So we're going to wrap all that stuff up, and then we'll be ready to show it off. So that's it, got it all installed. Just required getting a couple tools, a little bit of patience. Now we got that new, more ergonomical hand grip at 3 and 9. Nice little burlwood inlay at the bottom. Blue stitching, blue 12 o'clock ring. Of course, works all with the factory paddles. And just a good addition. Color or not, the new grips are amazing to drive with. I've had the steering wheel in a 997 turbo, 997.2 turbo S, in the 991 turbo. Makes driving night and day difference. So much more fun and enjoyable instead of the skinny wheel that comes stock. So I hope that gives a little bit of insight on how the steering wheel is done. And any questions, leave us a comment, or you can always visit and chat with us at vividracing.com. Enjoy.